All right, so I wanted to show you these art journals slash mixed media journals that I made. Um, I think they're going to be a lot of fun to work in. I made myself one, so I'm looking forward to playing along with you guys. Let me give you the dimensions and then I'll show you what's inside. This is a little over 6 inches by 10 inches, and the spine is about 2 3/4, and you can see that there are 5 signatures in here. This is an original marble and leather cover that I used, and then on the back I printed out some marbled paper. So this is not real, but this is, just so you know. All right, so there is a lot of stuff in here to play with, and we'll go through it. And if you already work a lot with mixed media, you may already have some of these things in your stash. But if you're new to it, then it's something that you'll be able to play with. So here, some of the other stuff that's going to be in there is going to be um, some watercolors and some pens and stuff. But here's just a little doodle I did with some of the pens that are going to be inside of um, this journal. So each one will have just a little picture that I've done in the past, just for like a little reference. Here's a photograph. This is one of Timmy's photographs. Some of you may already have these. Something to play in case you're going to do collage or something like that. I have some pieces of canvas that you can use in the journal, or you could make some tags, or you might want to make some hinges and extend different pages out. As we go along, we'll see what we end up doing. Now, these are pretty much naked, so that you can obviously, work on them with your art and experiment on them. So these are just done with the file folders that you can later on decorate and everything. This is filled with handmade papers that you can use like in your collages or whatever you're going to do. But they're pretty cool. All different kinds of designs and colors in here. And then some of this paper. I love working with this paper. If you're into botanicals like me, this paper is really fun to work with. So you can use that in some collage work. And again, some more papers. This is some kind of a vellum. And the rest of these are handmade papers. Not by me. Not by me. But somebody else's little grubby hands made him. And then some deli paper that we played on the jelly plate. There's like maybe 3 or 4 different ones in there. Now, I've bundled up the papers by, the same type, but you can, pull these out, mix them up any way that you want to use them. So here is some mixed media. You have several pages of mixed media paper. Oh, and I threw in some of the textured wallpaper. These are really fun to work with. I'll put these back here right now. This is drawing paper. I have it written down. You probably can't see it, but this is a 90-pound weight, and there's a few of those in here. This right here is sketch paper, and it is 80 pound, and I just folded some up to make an accordion page in here. Those are always fun to work with when you're doing your artwork. And then just the other side of the papers. Some more handmade paper. This has some leaves and twigs and stuff in there. These are mulberry papers. And then this is rather thick handmade paper. More handmade paper. And I think it's a lot of fun working with the craft paper, especially if you gesso them up. It makes some really interesting backdrops for mark making and things like that. These two right here are gessoed canvas. It comes on a pad, you know, sort of like the watercolor paper does. So there's two of those there. And then here is a piece of canvas that you can paint up. And then this is just the other side of the canvas and the other papers that we just reviewed. There we go. Then I have some watercolor paper. This is 140 pound. And some Fabriano paper, 140 pound also. This is really beautiful paper to work with for mixed media, watercolor, all kinds of stuff, printing. And then this holds some goodies that you can work with. Again, all naked, so that you can do your own art. I have a couple of stamps that we played with in the past last month. So I stamped a few of those and put them in there. And then some just little tags and stuff that you can play with. Here we have a few more of the deli papers that we played on the jelly plate. I forget how many there are here, like 4 or 5 of them. But if you come to the lives, you saw me making these. These are fun to play with. So you're going to get some of those. These are some of the watercolor, I stamped on watercolor, I should say, and played with some of the watercolor graphite paints that I got. So just so you can have some examples of them. The ones that we played with, I put those here in the kit. Some wallpaper that I really, really like. And then a couple of sheets of ledger paper that is too crispy to fold and put into a signature of a journal, but really good to work with if you're going to do some kind of collage work. These are a little bit of, I think it's a canvas, a very, very lightweight canvas, and it's a pill and stick kind of thing. You can cut those up and use those. And then some more for some collage. This is some old checks and some more of the things that we worked on with some of that graphite watercolor. And then this paper, I love this paper. I haven't used it yet. I don't know why I say I love it. Oh, I love how it looks. But, so you're going to get quite a bit of that. And like I said, it's tissue paper. It's just, it's going to look so cool. So cool. Oopsie, what did I do now? There we go. I think this is what I'm really looking forward to using. Also, we made some tags together with that graphite watercolor. So it just happened I made 4 of them. So each one will be able to get one. And then some of this paper that's been super embossed. And some more stamps and stuff. So that's what's in the actual journal itself. And then I have some other things that you can play with inside of the journal. Here are some illustration boards, and These are 2.5 by 3.5, and there's 5 of those in there. And then I had some little small pieces of watercolor paper, so that will work really well if you're going to make some little miniature tests with your different paints that you have. And just this little crazy little, I don't know what he is. I guess he's like a paper clip, really. It's a fancy one. Excuse me. And some cards that you can paint, draw on, whatever you choose. And this is a lot of fun. It has a lot of embossing, it has resistance, it has a lot of cool stuff. And you can use that. Okay. That all goes in here. Put that away. And then things to use in case you don't have these supplies. And if you have some of these, well, now you have some extras. Okay. So this is the Elegant Writer. That is what was used to draw this. And it can manipulate it. It's water soluble, and then it's permanent. You know, you may have already be familiar with that. If you aren't, look it up on YouTube, and you can get a lot of information on how you can use this really cool pen. Also, you'll be getting one of the Prismacolor Ebony Extra Smooth pencil. Gonna get a Stabilo, which is water soluble, so that's a lot of fun to work with your mixed media. And then a graphite stick that is also water soluble. I love working with those, so you'll get one of those. And then the favorite, my favorite, are these graphite paints. This one is reddish black, yellowish black, greenish black, bluish black, purplish black, and brownish black. So you're going to get one of those to play with. And in case you are unfamiliar with those, these are what they look like. Isn't that beautiful? Just really, really yummy stuff. So you get one of those. And then, oh, this is just an eraser. Thought it was kind of cute. And then inside here are some graphite sticks. I want to take them out because they're kind of messy. Graphite sticks, and also some charcoal sticks. Well, let's see. Yeah, they're in there. I don't want to take them out because, yeah, they're a little messy, but they're a lot of fun to work with. So all of this will come together with your art/mixed media journal so that you can have lots of fun, maybe learning new techniques, maybe refining old techniques that you'd played with in the past. But all of this will come together, and this will be in the shop. When you see this, it'll be there. It'll be available. I think you need to, like, you know, really consider this, because we're going to have a lot of fun working in this one.